you tell one lie, you got to remember the 100 lies that you told to cover that lie up.
That wasn't no lie.
Be quiet and don't talk.
All the time. Right now, we've lied several times.
Correct.
Actually, Miss Martinelli, you are outrageous. Hey, you sound like a fool.
I don't, because I know what I'm saying.
Are you trying to sound like a fool? You sound like a fool.
I'm trying to sound what it is.
You sound like a fool.
That's your opinion.
No, my opinion's the.
Yep, her opinion's the only one that counts. Hello, everyone. Welcome. Hey, Boyd Mama. Hey, Shalama. Hey, Missy K. Ooh, we had a full house last night over at Moon's. Ooh, lots of things to talk about. And a lot of time to talk about it. Even though it went on for 6 hours, you know, it was lots of opinions. So one thing that happened last night over at Moon's was, guess what? We had a little leak, a little drip over there. Her name was Meg. Yeah. Meg. Hey, Jess Ruby. So Meg decided to bless us with their presence. And she decided to come up on panel and decided not to make any sense. She wasn't letting anyone talk. Hey, Jamie. She wasn't letting anyone fucking talk. And it was like, are you kidding me? And then she started making these allegations. You're welcome, Jamie. You always get one over here. You don't even have to ask. So she decides to bring up something that happened long ago. I think I remember this live when it happened. Jamie was in Florida. He was at Michelle K's restaurant. And so he got a free meal. I remember that. I remember hearing about that. And he went live from Michelle K's restaurant. I didn't know that at the time. Hey, Maggie May. So he was, from what I can remember from that live from a long time ago, he was extremely polite to the staff. He had a nice meal. He talked decently. It was he asked for ice, which is a reasonable request from someone at a restaurant. Yes, he was very polite, Jess Ruby. He was very polite. And Meg had the gall to come up onto Moon's panel and accuse Jamie of things he didn't do. I'm sorry. But if you're going to accuse somebody of something, make sure it's fucking true and it happened. All right? So when she wasn't making any sense and her words were jumbled, I told her to spit out the cum out of her mouth. She wasn't getting a damn thing. I had a hard time understanding her. What she was saying. I had to really listen. And I says, huh? What the fuck are you talking about, Meg? Are you intoxicated? Is there something mentally wrong with you at age 70? Honey? You sat there saying you didn't like Jamie up on Moon's panel, where he's always welcome, by the way. And Moon made that 100% clear. So where do you get off telling Moon who she can and cannot have on her panel? You dumbass bitch. Hey, Tracy. It's not your channel, Meg. And when Lonnie went up, she had a very good point. You were making a fool out of subs like Rachel Townsend, Lonnie, and anyone else that lives down under. You're making them look like they're as crazy as you are. Damn it. She had a very good point. Rachel Townsend is a sweetheart. All right. And the way you're acting doesn't represent the entire Australian populace. So when she was acting up, when she dropped off panel, she was decided to fight with Lonnie in chat, confessing her sins. And I even warned her on panel last night. I asked her if it was a good idea to do so. All right? Because guess what? I was taking screenshots of everything she was saying. And she was telling Lonnie, of all people, to show proof. I think her behavior spoke louder than words last night. Excuse my French. And I said, it's not nice to brag, Meg. It's not nice to brag. Because that's what it kind of looked like to me. She was bragging about her sins, her past, opening up about it. So oh yeah, she absolutely did. Maggie May, you know. But she didn't shut her up. Per se. She just dropped off the panel and then started going after Lonnie and chat. So let me damn, I hate when StreamYard does this. I had it all set up and everything. So All right. So this is Moon's chat. And we're gonna go to my copy. And she's bragging, my boss didn't charge me, and the casino wanted to know how I did it. I got 2 years probation. So let's see what she did, shall we? When it does this. Yeah, anyone thinking Meg makes good points needs professional help. And Jamie's 100% right with that. Because look at her. She's bragging about getting arrested and getting 2 years probation. In Moon's chat last night. So, damn, this thing isn't working. Now I gotta redo it. Gotta share each time for some reason. Damn. Okay. This will be a little slow, but here we go. All right. Look, Lonnie, everyone knows what I did. I was a drug addict and homeless. I worked out a way to work the system. Everyone on the Gold Coast knows. Is this someone to look up to? Hmm? Hmm. Let's see here. Damn it. Hey, Pookie. So let's get rid of this one. And we're going to go to the next one. Shall we? It's not even. Ah, here we go. So here we go. I had an inheritance, but there were a lot of restrictions on it. My partner hung himself. I was broken. Took me 5 years to go home. So she's pregnant. She has an inheritance, but there's lots of restrictions on it. That's something you don't brag about around here, Meg. That's not very nice. So here's the one. Here's the one that got me last night. Oh, here's another one. This is the, hold on. Let me just look. Okay. So she's fighting with Lonnie on these. She was saying that she stole her boss's credit card and went to the casino with it. And that's why she got 2 years probation for it. So let's just and then she's saying everyone knows I did it. Wah, wah, wah. So this is just showing that she's thinks she's entitled. She thinks she can go up on panel and make shit up because she doesn't like somebody. And she made up the shit about Michelle K. Jamie never one time trashed her restaurant, her business. Hey, he even said the food tasted good. He's not going to lie about that, is he? And this girl with a substance abuse problem decides to come in, okay, and cause an issue. So you see Lonnie at the bottom here of this screenshot. Let me say more lies. You talk too much bullshit, Meg. You forget I'm Australian and I can debunk your bullshit. Okay? So I don't know if Meg is lying or begging for attention here to make people feel sorry for her. I don't know if these statements are the truth or actual delusions. But she's actually admitting last night that she has a substance abuse problem. And I made sure everyone knew last night from reading chat that she needs professional help. I'm sorry, but nobody should be taking this girl, Meg, seriously. Especially when she goes over to Lonnie's everyone might remember this incident where she kept clicking the link, her link, and kept getting booted and booted before she could even get on a panel. She couldn't even operate her side of the screen. So, in my opinion, from reading this crap last night, I think she was too intoxicated to do so. All right. That's just my opinion on it. That's just my opinion, but everyone else is entitled to theirs. So, there was another issue being talked about, which wasn't talked in much detail, where a certain somebody who was talking shit today over at Slambers. He was, or she, Miss Starla, was accusing an alt account of being Moon. Okay, I didn't actually see Moon in the chat, but the whole chat was calling Moon all these awful names, and they actually went. The whole chat went ballistic, including Slamber and Starla over there. So I saw that clip. I think a lot of people saw that. So, and Starla kept saying, "Oh, we don't watch you, Moon. Nobody watches you." While sitting there, from what I could see, still crying victimhood. Now, the issue came up last night about transgenderism. Okay. Now, we had several opinions on that last night, and I'm just going to say this before I get thrown in the wash machine. I have no problem with the trans community as a whole. Okay. If someone wants to cosmetically change themselves to be the opposite gender, I have no issue with that. Now, some people are going to watch Moon's replay from last night and take our words out of context. Nobody on that panel, including me, was bashing or discriminating against anybody who is transgender. I just want to make that clear. Now, Jamie made some good points last night. I will say that. But the point that was trying to be made was no matter if you're born a male and you're trying to turn yourself into a female, or you're a female and you're trying to turn yourself into a male with the help of hormones and a slight surgery, a sex change operation, you are still technically, biologically, at the gender you were born at birth. There's no changing it. You still have you still have the brain of the gender you were born at birth. At birth. This is no license to go after somebody because of their sexual orientation. I'm just gonna put that out there. All right. Now the bathroom issue is a totally different topic altogether. All right. The bathroom issue was started, I think, in Texas. They had this they had this nasty bathroom law, and politicians were getting paranoid, calling members of the LGBTQ community sex offenders, which is unfair and practically disgusting. All right, I'm just gonna put that out there. And then my state, North Carolina, got the idea. Let's put in a bathroom law. Okay, let's put in a bathroom law for people to go after sex offenders. Now, the state assembly here in North Carolina didn't think to tighten sex offender laws already on the books, because here in North Carolina, they're not that smart to do so. So that showed me that it wasn't about going after sex offenders. It was just a creative way to discriminate against the LGBTQ community. So when Texas enacted that law, or other states were considering passing such legislation, they were getting people to get paranoid. Like, I saw some comments in chat last night and over at Moon saying they don't want a man going into the women's restroom. I could understand that. Or they're trying to spread fear. Oh, I don't want a male or female in the ladies' room or the men's room. You know? But they don't. But these lawmakers don't know what the fuck they're talking about when it comes to this. Okay? These lawmakers don't know who some of these what the actual facts are. So over 98% of transgender folks just go into the restroom to use it. There's no what you call peeping Tom intent or anything like that. So, hey, Boyd Mama. So there isn't any peeping Tom intent when someone born a male when they transition goes into the uses the female restroom. But here are the facts here. All right. This is what they don't tell you. All right. When a lot of these males get their hormones, these male transgenders get their hormones, and they grow boobs or tits, whatever you want to call them. And they grow they have the female voice, and there's only so much the ones born as males to turn them into females as they could do. The same thing with women wanting to become males. There's only so much they can do cosmetically. But however, if you walked into them on the street, okay, you couldn't tell much of a difference. This is what they don't tell you. So they just want to spread the propaganda. Oh, someone dressed in drag is going to come into the bathroom, into the ladies' restroom, and try to rustle up trying to get you emotional about it. So you'll go to the to go vote to discriminate against someone. It's just, you just don't get it. They don't give you all the facts. It's hate-based propaganda and fear-based. So you have the so you could be in a restroom, ladies. Hey, Lonnie. So you could be in a restroom with someone born as a male and transition into a female and not even know it. So this bathroom law that says you have to enter the restroom, okay, of of the gender that's on your birth certificate. All right. Now ask yourself this question. All right. Ask yourself this question, ladies. Would you want someone like Starla in the ladies' restroom? Ask yourself that. Would you want someone like Starla that sounds like a male, dresses like a male, tries to act like a male? Nope, I wouldn't. Nope. I don't think you ladies would want that. You'd feel uncomfortable. You'd feel now if someone born now, I wouldn't want someone that looks like female and sounds like a female into the men's room. It would be like, huh? What the fuck's going on here? Now they have this so-called, what do you call it? Hold on. Okay, I'm back. All right. So they have this debate on school locker rooms and school bathrooms. And they sit there and they get and they sit there and they get the parents riled up about transgender kids. They get them all riled to the point of how dare they? But here's the thing. They don't even want to come up with a solution to the problem. All right? So many schools have what's called gender neutral restrooms, which are only available to the staff. So when you go to the bathroom at home, is there a sign on the wall or on the door that says females only, males? Is there? I wouldn't think so. So why couldn't they turn those little bathrooms with a sink, a toilet, and turn them into gender neutral bathrooms at a school? And just have the problem solved. Have the debate solved and just go on with their go on with their day. But they can't do that, can they? They can't even compromise. They can't even compromise, can they? And Sarah's right here. Stupid is out in full force today. The stupid, it like, oh, it's. But they can't even do that. They can't even compromise. Oh, let's turn the gender neutral bathrooms for the staff into transgender bathrooms. They can't even do that as a solution to the problem because they just want to rile up parents. So what about the locker room situation? Can't they just divide the locker room? Can't they just divide the locker room and just build another door? And just say this is the gender neutral locker room, one for boys and one for girls, and just call it a third gender locker room and just call it a day. It's you got to compromise somewhere here. This is 2024 and I'm just sick of the hate. I'm just sick of the hate, Now, Let's go to the elephant in the room, shall we? Now we have Miss Starla, who sits there and says, "Oh, I was born a female, but I cosmetically turned myself into a man." All right. Who has the brain of a female. He bitches like a female, acts like a female. Okay? Has the strength of a female. What Starla decides to do is say, well, he goes with this woke attitude saying, "Oh, I'm trans. I'm better than everyone else. I'm better than you. I can't stand that attitude. You're just as what it's supposed to be is you're just as good as everyone else. You're not better than Lonnie. You're not better than me. You're not better than Shay. You're not better than Wendy. You're not better than Pookie. Damn, you know? You're supposed to be equal, not better than. So he or she sits there and says, well, I'm better than you. Bow down to me and listen to my victimhood stories. Well, he sits there and becomes Slamber's bitch. And then makes up the little stories. And when I decided to talk about one of them, the one story he told on his channel about him getting involved with a minor, he says, well, I got a pardon from the governor of Louisiana, and if I was a sex offender, I wouldn't be able to get one. Well, in that case, he'd be a damn fucking liar, would he? So he's telling these stories on his channel for attention and sympathy. Oh, I dated a girl. But her mother didn't like me because I was trans. So she filed charges. So my thinking was just don't hang out with minors like that. Problem solved. You know? Just don't hang out with minors. And you wouldn't be in that situation, would you? I kind of felt a little bit of sympathy for her, Miss Darla. At first, I really had to think about it. And I said, wait a minute. So she's hanging out with the girl that's supposedly his girlfriend, supposedly. And yeah, Jason, absolutely right. Even if he was pardoned, it doesn't make it right. That's something he don't seem to understand. But Jason, here's the thing. Was the story he told even true? Or was he trying to tell a story to make him the victim? of it. The victim of bigotry in this big bad world. Oh, I hung out with a girl and her mommy didn't like me because I'm trans. So she filed charges and accused me of things I never did. Huh? So then Miss Starla tags me and says, "Oh, here's Louisiana Sunshine Law with the pardons." I said, "Excuse me?" So you're telling me you made the whole shit and caboodle up? So what is it? So what is it true? Did you lie to everyone? So what did you tell the truth about on your channel, Starla? Which stories were true and which ones were not, or which ones were exaggerated? You know, Starla has zero credibility. When you start telling stories about your life that are fucking bullshit or exaggerated or something that's trying to paint themselves as the ultimate victim. And I agreed with Andog last night. I totally agreed with him when he thought that Starla has a crush on Amber. Absolutely. That's why she's over there. She's hoping to get a lick of that. Get a lick down under. And they accused me of sticking my head up Jamie's ass. Excuse me. At least I'm realistic about the whole situation. You know, I know if I meet Jamie in person, I'm not going to get any. My chances of getting any are probably next to nil. It'll be a miracle. You know, I just joke around. You know, I'm not that type of person that sits there and hits on straight guys. Come on here, you know. Use your brains, haters. Use your fucking brains. If they even have one, if these haters even have a brain, it's just a fight. It's just becoming an ultimate fight over I'm the victim. No, no, no. I'm a bigger victim than you. No, no, no. I'm even bigger victim. And then they have a debate about who's the bigger victim of Lysol. It's like, how long can you sit there and listen to it? How long can you sit there and listen to it? And it's like, and I have to hear the idiocy of them over at Slambers. It's like, okay, how is it Moon's fault that Jamie dumped her? Can anyone tell me that? Or can anyone tell me how it's Lindsay's fault? Hold on. Yeah, they were an embarrassment. Absolutely. They were an embarrassment. It's like they're so mad because, okay, Lindsay has a big mouth. Moon has a big mouth. I have a big mouth. I'm not afraid of I'm going on someone's panel and I'm telling people what I think. Neither does Lindsay or Moon. It's like some of these people, they can talk shit in a chat, but they can't even take a link. It's like, okay. At least when Robbie was going crazy and dragging Gladys and everyone, at least I had the guts to take a link and tell Robbie what I thought of him that day. I told him to fuck off. I told him to fuck off. Right to his face. I didn't say it in chat. I said it right to his face on this panel. And Jamie was right today. It was like when that one troll came in earlier. It was why did you say that to my fucking face? It's like I'll say that right to you too. So why didn't you say that to my fucking face? Come out of my panel, tell me to fuck off or whatever, and get it over with. Tell me what you think to my face. It's like don't hide. I don't care if you don't like me. I have plenty of people over here that like me, and they don't like the truth, Shay. I came to the conclusion that they don't like me, they don't like Jamie, they don't like a few other people, they don't like Moon, they don't like Lindsay. Because guess what? They don't like being called out for their bullshit on this platform with receipts and looking like idiots each and every time. So what do? What do they fucking do? They sit there and say, I don't know what I'm talking. Bill doesn't know what he's talking about. He's a moron. They called Jamie the P word. Let's see. What do they say about Lindsay? She's mentally unstable and she's crazy, cuckoo in the head. Then they use they say I beat my mommy when that isn't true. So what was the similarity between Jack's story and the pardon and the story about his unaliving? I don't know. Because he refuses to show anything, Jason. Jax refuses to show shit. So it's probably a bunch of bullshit just to get attention. I don't know. I don't know what the truth is. He's just playing an nasty little game of, oh, poor me, poor me. Give me money. Give me or trying to make Pickle feel sorry for him. I don't know. I don't know what his vindictive motives were behind that. Yeah, both lies. I tend to agree with that, Shay. Both lies. It's these people don't like the truth. Because I even said when Jamie broke up with Slamber, Okay. I said, I'm not getting involved in it. I said, or I'm going to try not to get involved in it. But here was the thing. It's I'm not going to sit there and throw away Slamber just because they broke up. All right. A relationship is two-way street. Sometimes they don't work out. However, here's what happened. Slamper lied and lied and lied and lied. You know, she can't even take responsibility for what she fucking does. And then she was telling us, some of us behind the scenes, oh, I'm gonna do this. My life is just gonna be this. And then she turns around and does the opposite. I said, excuse me? I was like, that didn't sound like that live didn't sound like talking about your feelings. That was a bull ass dragging. And then after that, I says, okay. I gave her another chance. Then came the 10-hour live where I was treated like a dog in our own chat. And she did fucking shit. And all she could say was, I'm sorry. She should have did something about it. She should have done something about it. And I says, I had enough. So she wants to sit there and let the haters in and let them take over and pander to them. That's fine. I'm out. Bye-bye. You know, I'm not going to sit there and I get it. When some people break up, they get angry and they vent and they talk shit. But the stupidity around it astounded me. You had Amy take the shit talk seriously. Really? She thought she got the impression by what Slamber said that Jamie treated her like shit in Raleigh. Go figure. And then I messaged, okay, and said that by her, all right, and she said, oh, he did no such thing. It exaggerated. It's all Amy's fault. Okay. But then she was saying, oh, I'm doing a live to set the record straight, get my feelings across. Okay, if you want to say how you feel, I have no issue with that. Because everyone has feelings, don't they? Saying how you feel about something is one thing, but sitting there bashing people is another. So I just so people say that I have my head stuck up people's asses around here. I don't. I have my own mind. And it just happens that Jamie has a point a lot of the time. I agree with that. I even agree with Robbie sometimes. You know, it's well, we all know what happened there, right? Oh, okay, Jason. All right. We'll talk about this for a second. So he claimed to have enough juice to get enough to get a pardon, and that night he claimed to know local law enforcement. Really? So why aren't they knocking on my door? Why aren't they knocking on Jamie's door? Huh? You know, I'm important. I know people. Okay, if you're so important, why aren't they knocking on our doors? Taking you seriously with your bullshit police reports. No, I'm so abused. I'm such a victim. Jackson, Miss Starla. And you're saying that you don't watch us? The biggest bullshit I ever seen, heard. You watch us, or you have someone watch us for you and report back. You know, it's damn. And someone on here said the transgender thing perfectly. Actually, she said being transgender is just making someone feel comfortable in their own skin. It doesn't change who they are, but it doesn't make them better than anyone. What we have one person in this community, Miss Starla, who thinks she's important. She's better than everyone else. So she sits there crying, calling everyone gay, using it as an insult. So what is she doing? She's gay bashing or straight bashing or trying to make someone feel less than a person for being who they are. So how would she like it if we started trans bashing? She wouldn't like it too much, would she? She wouldn't like it so much. It's all about Starla, 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 Starla. And we're getting sick of it. We saw one of her pages last night over at Moon's with the hypocrisy. I think here's the thing. I was like dumbfounded. I was like dumbfounded by the why are people going over there and why was there a division? And what was the difference between Tiffany and this situation? Well, here's what I think. I think Slamber has this shred of likability. She has this people like, so they excuse her for lying and being a phony. So they blame, so they go with the, like in man bad syndrome. And Tiffany didn't have that likability, really. She had that cloud over her head, and it was like, and Tiffany just did herself in. So I know someone's gonna inform them of this live. So I'm just gonna say this. Flamber, this is gonna be short-lived, honey. They will see you. A lot of people will see you for who you are. Give it 6 months, give it a year. All right. You may have people's cons now, but you'll be fighting with Street Rat. You'll be fighting with GT. You'll be fighting with them all again soon enough. So there you go. And you think I don't know anything? Hmm. So let's move on to something else, shall we? All right. So everyone knows that Eli is getting sued. And for the last few days, I was Googling some things, and I have something to say about this. So buckle up. So damn, it's gone. Oh shit. Give me a second.
Don't bother.
Okay. So the lawsuit was filed by Tammy on November 13th, 2023. And it's small claims court. All right. So let's read Tammy's claim that's in the court docket. Okay. So we're going to go by the court records. We're not going to go by what Tammy or Eli says tonight. We're going to go by the actual documents. I'm on the court portal. So, and we're going to go by California law. And okay, here. So the case was filed in San Mateo County Court. And it was electronically filed, according to the documents here. And let's see here. So Tammy has her information here. We're not going to sit here and dox her. So Tammy is suing for $2,500. And her claim here is fraudulently taking down my YouTube channel, Genuine Networking Association, causing loss of income and monies raised for domestic violence. I have attached my CA license and federal EIN number for this business. He claimed I was impersonating him and his business. Okay. So this is what Tammy is suing Eli for. This is her claim. All right. This is what she wrote down for the court. Okay, this is her accusation. So this was electronically filed, and the trial date is March 18th, 2024 at 1:30 p.m. in South San Francisco. So a court date was assigned. Okay, this is small claims court, as Eli pointed out. So this is okay. Now Tammy filed another piece of paperwork with the California court for notice of remote appearance. Now, what does that mean? Notice of remote appearance. It means that she didn't want to appear in court. She wanted to do it via camera. Okay? So she wanted to do it via Zoom or another electronic monitoring, or do it like. So she says plaintiff, she's the plaintiff, and she wants to appear remotely throughout the case. This person intends to appear by video conference. And then number 4 is checked for evidentiary hearing or trial only, where testimony may be given. The party requests the following additional aspects of the proceeding to be conducted remotely. And she adds testimony and evidence, all aspects of the case. And she signs it. On November 13th, 2023. Okay, she signs. So this is a motion before the court for it. She filed for it. Okay, next one. This was ruled on the next day. Let's see, it's coming up now, my screen. And her remote appearance motion was denied. So Tammy is required to appear in person Ouch. Isn't that a bummer? So she can't just sit there and from her house and give testimony. She has to appear in court in California, and it's signed by the judge. Ooh, that's okay. So let's see here. So this is so the next document on the docket was that Tammy was served with her order denying request for remote assistance. Okay. So here's Eli. So apparently they couldn't serve Eli. So they sent a process server to serve Eli, and guess what? They couldn't find him. So what they did was they mailed him his papers. Eli, come on here. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, he was served in person. Excuse me. My bad. Okay, he was served. All right. So this is showing that he was served with the initial lawsuit. So two of Tammy's subpoenas were returned unprocessed. Okay. So the forms are for juvenile criminal cases, cannot be used for civil small claims. We are including copies of the SC 107 small claims subpoena for your convenience. So what Tammy did was she used the wrong forms. You idiot. So Tammy used the forms a criminal subpoena instead of a civil one. Oh, yikes, the stupidity. You know, it's Okay. So Eli here on this document here in the court portal is so on number 3, he's asking, I asked the court to make the following order. Please consider dismissing the case based on this being the wrong court for this case. Miss Tammy is suing me for an action YouTube took on her channel that violated YouTube's terms of service regarding impersonation. I have attached 13 pages to explain more in great detail regarding why I'm requesting the court to dismiss this case. So check here if you need more space. Okay, he did that. Number 4, I asked for this order because I do not feel safe being around Tammy. She has been bullying, harassing me online, and I have used this case to further her bullying and harassment and stalking. I further explain in this 13-page document I have attached to this SC 105 form. So this was made on December 26, 2023, signed Eli. Okay. So let me get to that. I think Eli might be right on that. It's the wrong court for this. They can't copyright court would be a more appropriate venue for deciding any copyright claims attached to this matter. So there's a good chance this case will be dismissed on both sides, as Eli made a case for dismissal. So it might be decided. I don't know. I haven't read the whole thing yet. So we're going to go to the next document on December 27th. Eli's answer. Okay. This is Eli's answer. Okay, so Tammy is filing an answer I am responding to a filing by Mr. Malice filed on December 26, 2023 for a request for court order and answer. Well, Mr. Malice failed to tell you is he has admitted on live recordings on YouTube to being the one to make the false claim of impersonation, which resulted in my business channel, Genuine Networking Association, being taken down by YouTube, but for his direct actions. YouTube would have taken the channel down, would not have taken the channel down. I have proof of this, as a subpoena was served on YouTube for those records. Further, Mr. Malice claims that this business as his own. He has never had a business license in Redwood City, California, nor does he have an active trademark on his business, and did not have one when he claimed YouTube that he did, resulting in my channel being taken down. In fact, he later admitted he has not had that trademarked since 2019. He has applied for another trademark. However, I have filed with the USPTO, United States Patent and Trademark Service, a letter a protest as the business name. Genuine Networking Association is a business name that I have an LLC for in the state of California. YouTube did not take my channel down my channel because of the same name. In fact, please find attached 2 other channels named Coach Eli, a channel name he has. My channel was taken down and monies raised for a charity for domestic violence due to his flat out lies. He had a trademark on that name and star that he did not have at the time of filing for impersonation. I will not address the other non-pertinent information he has tried to get into evidence in this case, other than say, due to his online threats to me, such as, ma'am, drop the lawsuit, cancel your business license, cancel your LLC, tell them you don't want it anymore. When he was done with me, I won't be able. Okay. So here's what I think, all right? We all know that Eli is not that. He thinks he knows it all. Eli thinks he's smarter than everyone else. Eli thinks he's slick. He thinks he's this wonderful life coach and wonderful person that no, But here's the thing. I think Tammy's wrong too. I think he took advantage of the entire situation, did her research, and trolled Eli big time. So this is the fight between them two, and we'll see how this plays out in court. So there's a good chance that both sides will be dismissed. We don't know what the verdict will be because it's totally unpredictable here. We don't know what the court's going to rule in Tammy's favor or Eli's. So, and Eli is not innocent. We all know this. So, we're going to go to the next document here that I'm going to read to everyone. And let's see here. So Eli's request for court order is denied. So here we go. Here's the big. So Eli lost. The court wouldn't dismiss his claim, dismiss Tammy's case. So here's where Eli countersues Tammy for $10,000. So the court papers actually say 10,000. So if anyone wants to dispute this, I'm going by what the court papers say. So if anyone's saying anything else, so why does the plaintiff owe the defendant money? Business identity theft with the intent of intentional infliction of emotional distress. Lots of supporting documentation attached to this filing. So date started June 1st, 2023 through February 20th, 2024. So here's a good question in the court papers. How did you calculate the money owed to you? So how can you calculate lost money on YouTube when YouTube is generally based on donations or based on ad revenue, and you get pennies for ad revenue? So how can you actually calculate how much money is owed to you? So the Supreme Court actually ruled that you have to have an injury, substantial injury. And it has to be calculated, such as loss of money, loss of so that's a good question for the court. How are they going to calculate the money on Eli's side of this? I have no damn clue on how to calculate damages if they rule, in the event that they rule on Eli's side. I don't know. I'm scratching my head and it's like, hmm. So the rest of the documents are basically subpoenas, and we mailed this to you, and proof of service and costs. Hiring a process server is like $75, blah, blah, blah. So Eli said this, all right. I'm going to debunk something that Eli said. Eli said, oh, if I lose my case, I'm going to appeal. In small claims court, you cannot appeal if you lose. You can't appeal it. All judgments are final. That's California law. It's on the San Mateo County website. Eli, did you read it? So, and here's another issue here. Okay. So Eli thinks that after this, he's going to get a lawyer and sue Tammy again. Really? Did he ever hear of the double jeopardy clause in the Constitution? Let me explain that to people that may not understand what that means. It means you cannot get charged twice with the same crime. Unless the federal government charges you with this crime, which is two separate governments. Okay? That's an exception, all right? And the courts have ruled over the years that you can't sue the same person twice for the same offense. That is called double jeopardy as well. So you better, so anyone who wants to believe that crap, better read up and better read the Constitution. Because I know you can't even do that. It's called double jeopardy. All right. It's called double jeopardy, Eli. So I'm not going to sit here and judge two people going to court. Eli can be a scuzz bucket. We all know what he said and did with regards to what's her name? Brian Laundrie. That was awfully insensitive and scum and scuzzy. I didn't agree with that. He's awfully sexist and makes racist comments all the time. That's Eli for you. All right? We all know Eli's cringe. He gets his lots of haters on this platform. I'm not one of Eli's biggest fans, I'll admit that. He gets a lot of things wrong and doesn't research his facts. He's a big now if Eli had his lives and he put a disclaimer for entertainment purposes only, I would have no problem with Eli. But he presents himself as a life coach. That's where I have an issue. You know, it's hey Clover. So that's where I had an issue with Eli at the beginning when I first came to this community. Is he calls himself a life coach, but he acts like he gives these racist comments, sexist comments, and and he acts like this, and he's like degrades the mentally challenged, and it's like, are you serious? Is this guy serious? Or is he just trying to or is he just this cringe and stubborn, thinking he's trying to help people? You know, it's so if he had would you call a disclaimer saying for entertainment purposes only, or my opinion, or I'm just giving my opinion on things. But listening to Eli sometimes without doing your research can be actually pretty dangerous. So, however, I can understand why many of us get together and sometimes laugh at Eli. Okay. That's fine. We can go into a chat and laugh or say, okay, I don't agree with that. Or insult him or whatever the deal is. Okay? That's not the issue here. The issue I have is the real life shit. What are we gaining by abusing the legal system? What are we gaining? You know, and this goes to Eli too. He's not innocent by any means. He threatens to sue people all the time and never does. So I'm not going to sit here and defend Miss Tammy here. All right. She's the one who decided to sue Eli. But Eli decided, okay, he got mad one day and decided to strike Tammy's channel, which I do believe he did. All right. Let's be real here. Okay. Now, is this issue for small claims court or court of law? That's up to you to decide. You know, it's getting pathetic. It's getting really, really pathetic. You may see me get aggravated at people on this platform, but I don't sit there and cry and say, okay, let's make false CPS reports, make false police reports. Let's sue someone over bullshit. Come on here. Don't abuse the legal system to troll somebody. Come on here. Have some integrity. Can't you just sit there and tell the truth? Is your freedom worth it? Well, I'll tell you this. The system may let you go the first time. Maybe the second time. Sometimes the second time. I don't know. Depending on where you are. But it will catch up to you eventually. You'll end up in a 3x5 jail cell where they tell you when to piss, when to shit, when to sleep, when to eat. Is that really worth it? When to take your meds? Strip searches. If that's your thing, keep it up. Okay? If that's for you, if that's a life you'd like to live, then keep up this real life shit. Because a county jail or state penitentiary will be waiting for you. And if you think, oh, I'm not going to get caught, I'm smart. And if I got caught, I'll just say I didn't do it. Come on. Isn't that what they all say? I didn't do it. I've been framed. The ones with no self-awareness, like we see on this platform day after day. So I actually agreed with one thing Eli said today, and that's, it's like, don't abuse the legal system to troll someone. It's actually quite stupid. It's the dumbest thing you can do. It's stupid to call social services and report someone falsely. It's quite stupid to make false police reports because that's a criminal offense. But we have had several people on here calling the police on each other for the pettiest of shit. Most of the time when there's no criminal offense and it's freedom of speech, actual First Amendment issue. What are the police going to tell you? Really? They're going to tell you to log off if you're triggered. They're not going to do a damn thing unless you commit a crime. So, all right, everyone, I gotta go. So, Moon will be going live soon. So, please head over there and thank you for coming. And my Cash App and PayPal need some love. So, if you want to donate, please do. So, okay, everyone, bye bye.